Non si arresta la violenta ondata di maltempo che da alcuni giorni sta colpendo la Sicilia, creando non pochi disagi alla popolazione, con frane e allagamenti in tutta l'isola. In provincia di Palermo, tra Corleone e Bisacquino, la pioggia ha costretto all'evacuazione di decine di abitazioni danneggiate dal nubifragio. I vigili del fuoco sono dovuti intervenire con le ruspe per aprire varchi lungo la strada statale 188,
where locals woke up to the strange sight of thousands of mussels washed up on the beach. In the meantime, the seagulls appear to be taking advantage of this unexpected and
Cold
unusual
weather has
feast.
been causing havoc in East and Central Europe. In Serbia, emergency workers risked their lives. Elsewhere in Europe, there's been similar disruption to daily life. In Lower Austria, many schools and roads have been closed. People have stayed at home. Emergency services working to improve safety have had to cope with strong winds. In the Czech Republic, the icy weather has forced the cancellation of hundreds of trains. Frosty overhead lines brought the tram network to virtual
Per la
collapse.
Coldiretti il maltempo ha causato milioni di euro di danni alle colture. Nel piano della produzione di
This is Plettenberg Bay, South Africa, where locals woke up to the strange sight of thousands of mussels washed up on the beach. In the meantime, the seagulls appear to be taking advantage of this unexpected and unusual feast.
The city copped between 4,000 and 5,000 lightning strikes as it went through, but without the strong winds to do too much damage.
Tourism and shark fears are mounting as authorities struggle to deal with the carcasses of 7 beached whales on York Peninsula.
An incredibly rare sight. Probably once in a lifetime thing that you'll see.
Really once in the lifetime state, as far as we know.
Wildlife experts spotted an 8 sperm whale in distress and close to stranding near Port Vincent. It's unclear why it swam so close to shore and why 7 other sperm whales became beached and died near Ardrossan.
Experts say while it's not unusual for sperm whales to be in the area, a mass beaching is rare.
Take a look at the satellite image showing this massive system which slammed ashore just a few hours ago.
To stay at least 20 metres away.
As it pushes its way along this coastline, Typhoon Hagupit packs a punch. The eye of the storm is sweeping across the Philippines this morning. In its way, homes, shops and families. Trees are being pushed to their limits as fierce winds lash the coastline. The threat to this city is not just the wind. There's possible flooding, landslides, storm surges and an active volcano next door.
Today was the 8th consecutive day of thunderstorms, which means Sydney's thunderstorm record has been smashed. By any standard, it's very unusual.
Throughout the afternoon, the latest storm fronts have seen hail hammering down northern suburbs and northern beaches, particularly copping a battering, enough to turn backyards white. Peckin is just a few cars behind when the bolt felled the tree onto another vehicle.
It was shocking. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
In Preston, the shock came from a power pole fire.
See, it's going to blow. Move.
sta colpendo la Sicilia, creando non pochi disagi alla popolazione, con frane e allagamenti in tutta l'isola. In provincia di Palermo, tra Corleone e Bisacquino, la pioggia ha costretto all'evacuazione di decine di abitazioni danneggiate dal nubifragio. I vigili del fuoco sono dovuti intervenire con le ruspe per aprire varchi lungo la strada statale 188, trasformata in durante.
It's being described as a weather bomb that took many by surprise. Transport was disrupted and thousands of homes had their power cut off from a storm that struck Scotland, Northern Ireland and Northern England.
Forecasters said the sea state was phenomenal, the highest category. It looked it too, with spray overtopping cliffs hundreds of feet
An
high.
ominous sky
In Northern
hangs over
Ireland
Sydney.
too, police
Thunderstorms
urged
have been
people to
causing
stay
havoc
away
in the
from the
Australian
beach,
state of New
warning
South
of water
Wales.
surges and
Forecasters say
flying
the
debris.
unusual subtropical conditions bringing a mixture of high humidity and storms will continue for another few days.
The city copped between 4,000 and 5,000 lightning strikes as it went through, but without the strong winds to do too much damage.
This is extreme. We're just here to place control. This will be a suspended race.
The storm headed to reach a large hurricane
Into the signal, the passenger opens the door, jumps out right away. The driver going to get out that way as well. Just minutes later,
This is Plettenberg Bay, South Africa, where locals woke up to the strange sight of thousands of mussels washed up on the beach. In the meantime, the seagulls appear to be taking advantage of this unexpected and unusual feast.
So what are the stakes here? Let's come back to my screen. I want you to see some information. First of all, this is a quote that I have for you from a NASA official here who is ahead of the
Non si arresta la violenta ondata di maltempo che da alcuni giorni sta colpendo la Sicilia, creando non pochi disagi alla popolazione, con frane e allagamenti in tutta l'isola. In provincia di Palermo, tra Corleone e Pisacquino, la pioggia ha costretto all'evacuazione di decine di abitazioni danneggiate dal nubifragio. I vigili del fuoco sono dovuti intervenire con le ruspe per aprire varchi lungo la strada statale 1.
Two people in China escaped just in time before their car was swallowed by a giant